And you sentence God of War to life imprisonment. Emma Oyemu show. Still, I'll bet you me about the one PS national. Say PS2, PS3, PS4 now, PS5 now. Still, I'll bet you about God of War no. God of War ya make an who answer me. OPM our upper west region. Ewa. I'ma just say within the back 16 ewu. Wajatum, wachia kwa fasuku wa mono. I'ma sabe dia sentence no to life imprisonment. Ebani say, Mesro, so be me a subscribe button so. Now I click a bell notification icon. So make for Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. And at the mama catches a fee way. It's all about your health. It's Mesro and now I'm a kidney area and bone tour. And now my prostate and jisabe abano and one and muscle. And now Emma won and yet demo fertility issues. This were man Endpoint and a show. Come. Endpoint is also a free hot scan at the amount. It is a one who read the almost baby is a son. And trying Emma name better than stroke cancer. Visit the Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. So we will be acquire numbers in the dash kineso. Obet me a free and ask what was up yomo. On medio so officer. No much home with chakwa. Maybe I will be a visit the Endpoint. It's Yashan Common Asano. Now a ACP Francis Yeribare. And I just say a year press briefing in the year 2025, October 2025, press briefing way. Now, from the press briefing, now they say ACP Francis Yeribare Chimwa. Ghana Police Service for who trend be there's a trend nation here in the year 2021. 2021, Omo recorded 4 cases. 2022, Omo recorded 11 cases. But trend repeating will be in 2025. Now, that trend we know it has to do with a kunkum. Now, in Kwafa ye kunkum amonsono. Say nipa no sabi anyo obi anadwemo ka no de beka ne se bodamfo a. Na de say nipa ne security anasa watchman. Na kwan omofa so di kunkum sankrofo we ne say ye mi omomene a. Na de say the block either say cement block anasa bo pa. And then the bo nipa ni trim.
In 2021, the police recorded 4 of such murder cases at Paguri, Loho, Kambale, Mango, and areas between Kaleo and Loho. 11 more of these murder cases with similar modus operandi were recorded in 2022 at the following locations: the Krupong Yayiri Road, around the high ranking school on the Napova area, Gorupie near Bulinga, the Tiama Ahmadiyya School, Paguri near Choko, Sawmill around Nakori Petrol Cell, Topaso School area, Napova extension around VRA Cortes, around the Star Standard Academy, and an area around the Child Support Orphanage. In most of these cases, the victims were watchmen who were attacked while on duty, and they were either strangled to death or suffered head injuries from being hit in the head with blocks. I am happy to announce, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, that our efforts at tracking these cases have yielded some significant outcomes.
Now 2021, I'm recorded 4 cases. 2022, I'm recorded 11 cases. And now 2025, as I saw happen, into moon said no. Any panel guswa, yes, I want to know. Into our summer channel. Now 2025, it happened here on the 21st of September 2025, around 6 p.m. And no Ghana Police Service for Enya Hints, 6:30 p.m. And no Munya Hints say ye di watchman be ewu. One new market home your friend say moto mechanic shop be say honum omedinu amane da honum into end omo Ghana Police Service for ekoye no na dey say no other than papa your friend Isaiah into muko hu Isaiah so da ho kwa Isaiah fa so da ho ne ade no na ya rehosem and omo di Isaiah eko Upper West Regional Hospital ekokwa in the postmortem e ma say confirm here say obedi ade na bo Isaiah tim ema Isaiah twa na no monse no nti at that time no na IGP so asma the special forces no so mombra Upper West region honum ema meboa no mu investigate sa trend na happen as repeating itself with Isaiah no
21st September 2025 at about 1830 hours. The deceased, Yahaya Issa, aged 55 years, was found dead in a motor mechanic shop at Doblenia Wa, New Market. Upon an inspection of the body and the scene, the police found a broken particles of cement blocks mixed with some blood, a knife placed on his face, and a cement block stained with blood behind the motor mechanic shop. The police immediately commenced investigations into this. The body of the deceased was conveyed to the Upper West Regional Hospital, Wahia, for autopsy. A post-mortem examination was conducted by the pathologist on the same day, 21st September, and he gave the verbal cause of death as severe head injury due to blunt force head trauma. The body was subsequently released to the family for burial in line with the Islamic tradition.
After say Ghana Police Service for yes had the way na we post-mortem di say about the mebusiafo no and almost set it up say obeka kochi nipa bonefo a odi say ayewu nti nipa mudi kan eche no Mohammed Lamin 25 years old. Omochi Mohammed Lamin on the 3rd of October 2025. Na omochi Mohammed Lamin no and omo investigating no. Omo investigating Mohammed Lamin no and omo nya information say nipa ba akoso eka ho just say odis habone no na sa nipa yi no other than Sharif Abdullahi just the nickname God of War. It's on the 6th of October 2025 and a Ghana Police Service for extra omone assemblyman just ho area mu ho no mo ene nipa bi eka ho ebo alanga da na omotete no mpa information and then there omokokochi Sharif Abdullahi ono the wedi 30 years and the nickname God of War and as a Christus omokokochi no omochi Sharif Abdullahi no almost searching Sharif Abdullahi hono. Na they say no mienu and no hu ye was Sharif Abdullahi. In fact, e ma bu share Sharif Abdullahi no. Or ye say Odwane, God of War, ye so Odwane, not a bicycle so no ye say Odwane, no mo che no. Eti no mo che God of War no. Na they say mobile phone kita no. Isaiah watchman no mudi newu on the 21st of September 2025 no. And no and kita God of War. And almost has who say God of War kita radio, solar radio bi. Just say no so no. Say Isaiah no a radio. You see, Omobisa God of War says, how radio ni mobile phone, unya wa hefano. God of War, you are the moment say, Oko galam say, wo bole. Into your home and Okoto mobile phone no, edi free ye. I galam say, because a hon Okoto mobile phone no, edi free ye. And almost hold the Anthony Boise. No money name Kobe Bia. Or no, God of War, say, apparently no, God of War will container. Just saw demo, wa airport, and I say airstrip no, and a God of War, our container war, just say odim. It's your mother God of War call her, echo ball honum so search no. Omoko who bicycle. Just say bicycle no, sa Isaiah, watchman no moody newu in the month of September 2025 no. Edia. Almost also who sekai, blantine. Just say sekai no, sa Isaiah sekai or they born whole by as a security man, wa New Market, motor shop no. Almost also who say kotoko da hono mo enam egum enam ne de o ma hu ne nam ban bo almost so say any penny be a God of War edi omawu no omo honam na de say God of War abo no edi egu kotoko ni mo e di say no ma we na de say omo call God of War fie no omo kokon ye including pickaxe handle na omo tutu God of War no say ba ne say na isi aya nyoma ibedi wo ho isi aya phone wo ho isi aya radio wo ho Isaiah sekan wo ho Isaiah bicycle so wo ho no mo ansa na God of War ba gi atum se ampa ono an oku Isaiah in fact we ku ni papa 15 deda na Isaiah ba be count Isaiah 16
with the assistance of the assemblyman and some community members of Dondoli, a suburb of Wa municipality, on the 6th of October 2025, the second suspect was also arrested at Adabia, a suburb of Wa. The suspect gave his name as Sheriff Abdullahi, a cobbler. He attempted escaping from the arrest on a bicycle when he was chased and arrested. He is an ex-convict and he also aged 30 years. And he has so many alliances. One is Sani, one is Mohammed, and one is Christos. A search on him right at the scene led to the retrieval of a Valiant phone, keypad mobile phone, and an X-based solar-powered portable radio. Both items were positively identified as properties of the deceased, Mr. Issa Yahaya. On interrogation, the suspect claimed that he had bought the phone from a Galamsey site at Bole. A subsequent search conducted at the suspect's hideout in an isolated bush area in a metal container around the airstrip area led to the further discovery of a sack containing meat, a cooked meat, a cutlass that is specially designed with some zigzag edges, and a pickaxe handle, as well as a bicycle. The bicycle and the specially designed cutlass were also later identified as belonging to the deceased. In addition, the suspects later admitted during interrogation that he has killed 15 people in the Wa municipality since 2021.
It's in the ho and I'm charging God of War with the woody, and there's almost as some say every district magistrate court honomo a ho and a woody charge beyond the share committal process na say or jitumu one challenge the facts no in fact omocha God of War as also lead ya police for edi omo ko bole e ko tre omo kwan ofa so di nkrofo ewu. What I say we oku no oku ni say we hanomu no oku no we say no de ye no any ade and omo the God of War every district magistrate court home ekopiemu or high court there's a high court judge or tena asem so justice or say wusu entry and not justice or say wusu entry God of War plea no God of War ankasa onye guilty or je to mu say onye guilty esa so kan or court dem wo no bisa dey say adentin na odi sa abone ni na no o ka kire court ne say ono wakwa that prison pen for 2 years okoda prison buy no I say nipa anhye da mbu no. What I say, nipa ni relate fine. I say man for discriminating. I say already wako prison about onye nipa. It is sa ebufuo no, and then odi ku abodan for. Sa ebufuo no di ku watchman for. It is sa ebufuo no di ku nipa akwa 15. Ama nipa otoso 16. Ababeye Isayaya. This okuno on the 21st of September 2025. Ewa New Market Motor Shopper.
Lord, quick one. How is your demeanor after the court ruled that our serial killer have been handed life sentence?
Well, let me say, I'm particularly very emotional because what he told the court really got me on the edge. He said that he has not always been like this. It was after he was convicted for 2 years and he came out and people started ridiculing him and making fun of him. That made him so angry and had to take it to the society. And there are two things that are very, very paramount, and we should never bully any person to a level where they want to hurt the rest of us. We should never do that. But like they say, the law is the law. He himself at the committal stage pleaded guilty. And at this stage too, he has pleaded guilty. And when the court asked him to narrate how he did it, he narrated perfectly what he did and why he did what he did. Unfortunately, that is what it is. There are a number of cases, but we thought that we should just use one of the cases where it's just life imprisonment. Then we are done. But I feel so emotional about what happened.
When you say you feel emotional, is it about the suspect or about the crime?
Like when I look at the number of people that he had to take out because he was angry with society. You see, the people, he chose his victims very well. People who couldn't fight back. People who were very frail and who were just looking trying to make a living. People who were just looking for something to feed themselves and their family. These were security people that we call watchmen. These were frail old men that were spending night outside in front of shops just to feed their families. And he chose them. He went after them, not one, not two, not three. So many of them taken out before we got this lack smile on us and we got. And that's all, but he was taken to Bole, where he went and showed the police where he killed people, demonstrated how he took them out. In court, you heard him say that he had killed people, even at Galamsey site in Bole. So I'm sure he was now honed into a killing machine, but he just decided that he was going to take his revenge on society. It's really... So when you look at the people that have lost their lives because somebody's angry with society, you cannot help but be emotional about all that has happened. Especially that he went after very vulnerable society. It's really pathetic.
Would this bring finality and closure to the issues of ritual killings based on the intelligence?
From the intelligence we had, and from all his own description, and from the sites he took the police to, it is obvious that they said, unless a new one emerges, if not, God of War, alias Kratos, alias Sheriff Abdullah Uni, is a closure somehow.
Not as a God of War, you're sentencing to life imprisonment with hard labor. God of War, in fact, I'm a check God of War. No, yes, Sakura, who say, Bimo say, and now where Sakura for in the mud near the now God of War, yes, Sakura, now God of War, Chalalas. What is this? CA, I am so called Demi, and the baby say, remind and now say, Hinfano, blade any scissors, why I didn't ye. Right, and as somebody are sentencing to life imprisonment with hard labor or concern. And this tells you how, stigmatization and, discrimination can get to some people, right? But it is not an excuse. So, the beji amount for just because amount for a church or amount for a you film, amount for you amount for person become who are being intino. Obedi amanfo to the extent so kira galamsey hokra no wo bole no odi amanfo go kira kwa fa so ko amanfo see o money ade ni na God of War chair. But that is not an excuse. Say amanfo twetwe because I go prison for 2 years aba enti no wo di say bufo no be di innocent souls e wodi entwa ye in some God of War e kwa kodem for life. Meaning the obey or prison ho. But say kame idea prison ho no. Omoma psychological help. Because ochinako ebia no obi wo prison ho no mo so kwakọ serve for just 6 months. Ebi obi wo prison ho no ma ye twa de atone so or appeal the case. Ebi obi wo prison ho a we di bone ankasa we so otena prison ho no mo enya na sotwe. Sankofo we na the God of War ekweku sha ho. Someone offer God of War any mental na psychological helper. Now so ordinary bufo no edru prison honoma imagine nipa dodo a obetumi agye omo kwade film sim So we imagine no we imagine say e bia na wadanfo bi etwa ntwo de ato ne so e bia na we busu ni bia wo hope say next week and I said this year obe free prison ho abefie e bia no ne God of war e kwekohia won sa when prison ho no na say God of war e yo no so bone. I'm not saying say he shouldn't be taken to the prison. I'm saying say he deserves to be in the prison. However, he should be given psychological or mental help. Senior bear on fanny buffon and common war prison. Eso. Nayan kotibone or chinebi. If he can be isolated, fine. Until then, see you in the next video. Magraheb.